Hi everyone! In this episode, we're going to be making a bipedal, a bipedal lion plushie from a non-bipedal lion plushie. This is the one that I got. I found it on eBay for cheap. Its eye's a little messed up, but otherwise it was in pretty good quality, and it was really cheap compared to everything else you could find on there. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be turning into a thing. It doesn't look like it can become bipedal, but I saw somebody on the internet, I'll put a picture in here somewhere, who was able to turn this exact same one into a bipedal plushie, so I think I can do it. I have some ideas on how to do it, so we'll see how this goes. The reason that I wanted to do this is because my college mascot is a lion, and the store doesn't have any lion plushies, and I really, really wanted a lion plushie that's bipedal so I can put clothes on it and make it look adorable. But like I said, they didn't have any, and so I was like, I have to make it myself. Because I went to thrift stores and I couldn't find any, and I like to craft, so I was like, well, I might be able to just make one, and I found a photo, so how hard can it be? So yeah, to start, I think I'm going to try and take the seam out, because this is a Build-A-Bear plush. Did I show you the paw? Build-A-Bear. All Build-A-Bears have a seam in the back, and that's how they're stuffed originally. So I think I'm going to start by unstuffing it so I can so I can seam rip the arms off. I can show you the picture again. Put it right here. Marvelous. Because the person that I saw used these as the feet paws, which means that I have to adjust it. Oh, and there's a lot of little things that I have to do. But we'll see how this goes. And if it doesn't turn out fantastic, it's okay because it's gonna have clothes on it, so we don't need to worry too much about all the scars. Now I know you're wondering, why am I doing this when I'm working on a sweater? I can only do so much during the day, and only do so much during the night. I need to be able to do things that don't require too much brain thought at night, and do things that require a lot of brain thought during the day. So while I love my sweater and I want to work on it, it requires a lot of brain thought just to get started, because once I have a pattern, I can do it fine. But yeah. So I'm working on this at night and working on that during the day where my brain actually functions. So we'll see how well this works. So, what happened with all of the seam ripping and things is that I tried to use or find a seam ripper, and then I couldn't. And then I was like, well, I'll just use scissors as a seam ripper. So with the back part that I'm on right now, I used scissors to actually cut the seam. It was pretty easy. And then for everything else, I couldn't do that. So yeah. Once I was finished cutting the seam, I started to unstuff it. So that's all what this is. It's just me unstuffing it. So. Alright, so I've taken all the stuffing out of it, and now I'm just going to cut at the seam there and start sewing, which is what this is me sewing it. Which, by the way, if you sew and you don't use clips, I recommend it, because this was amazing. I mean, I've never used clips on my sewing before, and I was upset at how much I'd been missing out. Okay, so this is the first leg done. It's hand sewn, so I'm going to be a little bit more gentle with it, and it actually looks really good, I think. And so up here, which I want to show you this, but it's really hard to hold the camera. The head originally looks like this, right? Like this. So it's kind of like this. Is the whole thing. Point is, before I finish up all the hands, I'm going to sew it, pin it down like this. That way it's more of a normal, I don't know how to explain it. So we've reached the end of night one, and this is how it looks. I'm so pleased. It looks just like how you would have gotten it if you would have bought it anywhere. The neck's a little weird, so I'm going to have to Sorry, I had to sneeze. I'm gonna cut it tomorrow, and like actually make it look normal because right now it looks kind of like a giraffe. And I have one hand done. There's a lot of like scars, which I think I'll be able to fix on the next one. You can see the seams here. So that's why this is the hand that has the colored bracelet on it. So it's going to go like that, and I think it's going to look really, really good. And I'm so excited. I'm not too worried about the connections between these two because it's going to be wearing a shirt. And I hope to like find pants for it too. So yeah, that's my progress. Oh, and I moved the tail because the tail was really, really far down right here, and so it looked really weird. But yeah, that's the tail, and this is the mess that is on the floor. I'm gonna have so much fun vacuuming this. Good morning. So I've been thinking about it all night, and I think what I'm going to do is cut the head off where the mane is, like separate the. Hold on. I'm gonna cut it where this line is. That way I have the head part off, and then I can figure out how I want the neck to look. And then I'm probably going to end up cutting the head a little bit with the mane, like to shape it a little bit, because it's gonna be like a weird shape. And then I'm gonna sew it on like that. But before I do that, I'm going to sew the arm, the other arm, because I haven't sewn that one yet. So yeah. Editor me here. I could make a bingo sheet with the amount of times that I say, like, so yeah, in these videos, because I'm editing this, and I'm like, dang, I say that a lot. So yeah, I enjoy the footage of me hand sewing. I think the camera falls in a second, so that's gonna be great. So these are the arms done. The second one definitely turned out way better than the first one, so I think the bracelet's just gonna end up staying on the left arm, just to cover up some of the mistakes. But yeah, those are done. As you saw, the head is now taken off the body, so I'm just gonna work on sewing it on, which the footage for this is not great. So let's just skip to the end. Oh hey, look how cute. His head's on. He's adorable without arms. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I finally finished putting the arms on him, putting the head on him. Oh, this is when the camera falls. Okay. Thought it was earlier. So yeah, arms, legs. The tag's a little bit annoying, so I don't know if I'm going to cut that off or what. I was a little worried about cutting it off originally. So yeah, his back's not sewn up yet. Just realized that. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna sew it up now. So this is another one of those moments where the footage isn't great. So I'm going to show you putting the heart in, and then I'm going to skip just to the next right now. So this is what he looks like. He's so cute. His head's a little loose, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do anything about that though, because I think it's okay. Like I just really sewn a lot, but I like it's just a little wobbly, so I don't know. And then his hands, perfect as always. Perfect. Tail, cute. I think I moved it up a little bit too high, but it's alright because it doesn't matter too much. And also, I would have had it cut farther because I sewed it in the seam that was already formed because it's a Build-A-Bear, so they sew it in the back when they're done stuffing it. So I just put it at the bottom of the seam there. I would have had it cut further, and I didn't really want to do that. So yeah, this is what he looks like. I love him so much. He's so perfect. Okay, so I finished this. I put the heart in, as you saw. He's got the heart in him. He's so cute. And my sister, she has a little tiger one for her school. So it came with this shirt. We found it at a thrift store. It came with this shirt, so she gave it to me. So eventually I'm going to tie-dye it or watercolor it or something, so that way it has my school colors. And then I'm going to have my school's name printed on it. So this will be on it in a second. And then I also just went to the thrift store and picked up these little pants. They're a little bit too long, I think. Like definitely too long. So I am going to have to hem them, or like my mom was like, jeans are usually cuffed, and I don't know, they look kind of ugly, I think, when they're rolled up like that on it. So I don't think I'm gonna cuff them, or like I don't think I'm gonna roll them up. I think I'm just gonna sew them shorter, but we'll see.
And also, I just like to say, on women's pants, you don't get pockets that work, but on babies' pants, you have pockets that work. What are they going to put in there? Children, what are they going to put in there? Candy, trash, poop?
Give women's pants pockets. Okay, I only wear leggings, so it doesn't bother me because you can't really put pockets on leggings. But like everyone that I talk to who wears women's like pants and stuff who don't have pockets are like, put pockets, because it's just common sense. Common sense. This is him all complete with his little shirty on, and I didn't sew that yet, and I'm not gonna do all this stuff in this video. But look at him, so cute. He's so perfect. All right, so that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like stuff like this, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share with your friends, all the things. Have a wonderful day. Bye.